Today is World Malaria Day. We are here to celebrate this day that is designed by WHO every 25 of April to celebrate and show awareness on malaria. I want to use this opportunity to thank our partners for supporting us and also to thank the state government, the Zamfara state government for supporting us for the malaria activity. In Zamfara state in 2020 we had what we call integrated campaign between SMC and long-lasting nets. And in that regard, Zamfara state has contributed 159 million in 2020. And in 2021, we have seasonal malaria chemo prevention, in which the state government contributed 56 million naira to the program. And apart from that, there is another support that we receive from the local government level. The chairman for local government, they supported with 13 motorcycles so that our CDD can enter in the community to deliver SMC and the net. Also, they donated 4 GOP so that it can be able to, we can be able to use it to supervision during the SMC and net campaign. So, and also there is additional town announcers that were hired by the LGAs, about 38 of them. Each of them was paid 35,000 naira per cycle, and we have 4 cycles. So they were paid 35,000 naira for 4 months. Actually, the prevalence has reduced. Then we were about 25. So now we are about 13% prevalence in Zamfara state. So if you look at it from 25 to 13, there is the reduction. And we are waiting for the survey that was just done 2021. And I'm sure if that survey comes, the malaria prevalence in Zamfara will go down based on the support we are getting from the state government and the partners.
Which areas partners are supporting malaria?
We have like 4 or 5 partners that are supporting us. We have Red Cross, the one that supported with this activity and the breakthrough action. And they are the one that helping us with the social mobilization and awareness on malaria activity. And Red Cross, they have volunteers that are going inside town to do mobilization so that our people can be able to go and access the malaria treatment and malaria care. We have other partners, PSM, that supported with supply, drugs and commodities, malaria commodities. We have PMI for state that supported with case management and data. So that is where the partners are supporting us. Well, actually, we cannot do without the community because we are here for the community. So the malaria program in Zamfara state, we are expecting our community to cooperate with us, to listen to us, and to access the care. Because by accessing the care, there is a community supply by the partners supported with the state government, and also to make sure that everybody sleep inside mosquito net, especially children under 5 and the pregnant women, because they are the one at higher risk of having malaria and having complication of malaria. In the IDPs, we have special tasks that we are doing in IDPs. For example, when we are having our seasonal malaria prevention, we do like a camp there where we distribute drugs for them and the net. So presently, based on the support we are having from the Red Cross, their volunteers are going even up to the IDPs to sensitize and mobilize the community that are in the IDPs so that they can go and patronize malaria, and any child or any pregnant woman that has malaria symptom will be tested and if positive, treated with ACTs. We did last campaign 2020 where we distribute over 2 million free nets to entire populace in treated. They are long-lasting treated mosquito nets. And recently, with the approval of our present permanent secretary, we distributed 38 belts to both IDPs and the health facilities recently.
Okay.
So as community guy, let me use that word. We work with the community, we relate with the community. The best way and the best aspect we want from the community is cooperation, and which we have been getting. We are in touch with all stakeholders, relevant stakeholders. We are in touch with all established existing community structures, religious leaders, traditional leaders, and even the artisans that are living in Zamfara state, just to find out how do we mobilize ourselves and work together so that we eradicate Zamfara state, or eradicate malaria in Zamfara state. This is what raised the status of Zamfara state to the highest pinnacle. We are number one in all activities that is conducted in malaria eradication in Zamfara state. We are active and we work together, and it is the community that gives us that particular support. We don't buy it. Like I am not a health personnel, but I head the committee, and my committee is combination of gentlemen of the media, people from relevant ministry, people from non-governmental organization, people from religious, people from traditional house. We form this committee just to provide support to SMEP, to provide support for social mobilization and advocacy campaign. As you have heard before, the Zamfara state has done wonderful, and this work comes from our own committee. We pressed, we follow, we make sure it see the light of the day. Yes, we have line of activities which started since from day before yesterday. We have planned to go into the media houses. We are going to conduct phone-in program, of which people will call and find out what they should do, or what is provided for them in respect of malaria. Secondly, we are going to have talk show or sensitization talk in almost all the health facilities in Gusau Metropolis and other local governments in Zamfara state. Likewise, we are going to have a symposium where we are inviting people to discuss on the issue of malaria prevalence and prevention in Zamfara state. All is organized by this committee, supported by our partners. Lastly, there will be a ministerial press briefing whereby the whole nitty-gritties and details of what happened from April last year to April this year on malaria integration, which will be conducted by the Honorable Commissioner, and is all anchored by this committee. This is our plan for this year. The PM has already said it. He told you this is where we are. From 20 plus, still we are in 2 digits, but we fall to 13 plus. And this is showing you that we are coming down gradually. And this is what makes us to fight the malaria. And this is what makes us to join hands and see how can we go back to single digit as prevalence or 0. That is why my effort and your effort will make us to fight that particular issue in the state. My committee, we are working with BAN, and currently in the 147 wards, we have something we call Ward Development Committee, of which we are in contact. I remember last year, we were able to resuscitate quite a number of them, and that is how we take the malaria messages to them. However, through BAN, through what Red Cross is doing now, BAN sponsored jingle program. Thank you to say it. Media houses in Zamfara state, like you gentlemen of the press, you passed our jingles, of which at least anybody who is a listener to a radio station will hear a jingle about malaria at least 6 times a day, English, Hausa, just to inform people of what to do, how to do, and why they're supposed to do it to stay healthy, they and their loved ones.
Yeah, actually, Nigeria Red Cross Society, as one of the partners supporting Zamfara state in area of malaria elimination and disease surveillance. We are working in 8 LGAs that are security compromised because of the network of our volunteers. That's why the CDC Atlanta and the International Federation of Red Cross engage us to support the state in ensuring that we take malaria messages to those areas where some partners and even people cannot reach. Like I said, Red Cross has strength of volunteers. There is no any community that you go where there is no community-based volunteer. That's Red Cross volunteers. Already we have them. We have about 4,000 registered members of Red Cross across the 14 local government. Like I said, we are working at LGS on daily basis. Each day, these volunteers will go and ensure they sensitize mothers, they sensitize guardians, the parent, and whoever is there on how to use even this treated mosquito net. Then again, we are also identifying cases of malaria and refer them to the facility that is very close to that community. So currently we are having 150 volunteers that are working in these particular areas, and Red Cross is supporting them each and every month with a stipend so that to serve as a kind of motivation to them. While for the Malaria Day, we just joined the state. The celebration has started a few days back, and today is the hallmark of the event. Red Cross with other partners are taking this rally from Yerima Bukura down to this place, the Emir's Palace. We want to tell the Emir this is what the effort of the state government and the partners, and so far maybe as the royal fathers, they may need to give us more advice on how to go forward. So basically these are the things we just mark line off for this year's 2020 World Malaria Day.
Amma abun da babban tax ga Red Cross members tunna akwai volunteers, duk wanda ya shiga Red Cross ya yi volunteering cewa ya sadaukar da kai ne cewa zai ma al'umma aiki kuma zai taimaka ma al'umma. To wajibi ne ku kai da wata taswira ta yadda za a yi a tsabtace kwalbatayyanmu. In kun lura yanzu duk inda kwalbata yake yanzu ne in ka bi nan bakin kasuwa duk hada gada akai ta kayayyaki leda menene duk za ka tadda duk tattarawa akai share kowane mai shago sai ya tattara share ya zuba bakin kwalbati ne. Kaga an samu blockage na drainage. Shi kuwa zara aka samu blockage na drainage to tabbaci ne na cewa lalle ana renon sauro da kwayakwayen sauro. Sannan kuma masarauta tana ƙara kira ga 'yan Red Cross, abu ne wanda duk mutum ya sa kai ne sai ya jajirce. Idan mutum kuka jajirce to insha Allah za a cimma nasara. Kamar yadda kuka sani marubuta na cewa human being yana buƙatar recognition. To yayin da kuka hito jama'a su gani za ku iya haɗin gwiwa da sauran ƙungiyoyi da sauran NGOs duk su kai da mutanensu a ga ana taimakawa ana yaƙat duk inda drainage yake, duk inda makurara take ta yi blockage, sannan wurin da kwata take mutane ba su kwashewa. Idan kuka tabbatar da wuraren nan sai yana cutatar da al'umma, to wajibi ne sai ku sa zamfara environmental su zo su ma su shigo su ba da nasu goyon baya, sannan a wurin da ake zuba shara jama'a ana tara ta ana ɗauke ta ko kuma ana ƙuna ta. Bisa ga wannan ne masarauta take ƙara kira gare ku. Sannan kuma a matsayin mai martaba na san har shugabantar ta yayi kafin Allah, yana shugabantar ta kafin Allah ya kawo shi har ya zama mai martaba sarkin Katsinan Gusau, kuma bai yi ƙasa a gwiwa ba. Koyaushe Red Cross suka taso za ka tadda mai martaba duk invitation ɗinsu yana ƙoƙari yana kulawa da shi. Don haka muna kira gare ku a madadin mai martaba sarkin Katsinan Gusau, ita masarauta shirye take koyaushe kun ka kwankwasa, shirye take, ƙofa buɗe take. Duk waɗanda a cikin ƙungiyar Red Cross sanannu ne ga mai martaba sarkin Katsinan Gusau, sannan kuma sauran NGOs su ma sananni ne ga mai martaba sarkin Katsinan Gusau. Koyaushe ƙofa ta a buɗe take da duk an ka kwankwasa yana cewa na'am kuma ya saurari mutane. Ba tare da ɓata lokaci ba, na ga rana ta yi, ana cikin rana, saboda haka a madadin mai martaba sarkin Katsinan Gusau Dr. Alhaji Ibrahim Bello, muna maku fata alheri yadda kuka yi tattaki har kuka zo nan na aka yi terminating ɗin tattakin ku. Saboda haka kuma mu muna maku fata Allah shi mai da kowa gidan shi lafiya. Sannan wannan faɗakarwar da kuke yi, Allah ya sa ruhin faɗakarwar ya shiga cikin zukatan mutane. Don yanzu za a ta kawo bayani na ci gaba, mutane ba ganewa suka yi ba, kalilan ka ganewa su gane cewa su aka taimako, kuma kira gare su don su san ciwon kansu don kowa ya san ciwon malaria, cizon sauro ba illar da bai kawowa. So don haka muna kira ga dukkanin al'ummar Gusau da jihar Zamfara baki ɗai cewa a kiyaye duk abun da inda an ka san ruwa na kwantawa, in an san yadda za a kawar da ruwan nan to a yi ƙoƙari, kwata a rinka kulawa, shara a rinka kulawa. Da wannan ne bisa gargaɗin da aka yi da faɗakarwar da aka yi, mutane za su tsira daga cizon sauro wanda an ka fi sani da suna wanda ka haddasar da malaria. Da wannan ne zan tsaya. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.